Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. So today we're going to be hitting up the Hidden Gems series part 2, looking at the Cosmic that I've picked out, and that is Phoenix. Now, I know a lot of people said Venom Pool for the Cosmic, but I really like Phoenix, and I feel like she's caught a really bad rap, kind of like Civil Warrior did, in the fact that people just don't know what to do with her or how to actually use her. The biggest thing whenever you're looking at Phoenix is her Incinerates and the Fury. Incinerates and Fury are absolutely insane. So let's get in here and actually take a look at her abilities. Now, Ride of the Phoenix isn't exactly the best signature ability in the world. Once per fight, when the Phoenix is struck by a blow that would knock her out, she immediately becomes invulnerable for 2 seconds and consumes all of her Phoenix Force charges, regaining 1,114.88 health per charge, after which she gains 1 Phoenix Force charges. So it really depends on how many charges that you have on her as far as the Phoenix Force charges go, to how much health you're going to regen. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I think is the best way to get the most out of the regens as you possibly can, or out of the Phoenix charges. Now, Phoenix Force passive. Fury buffs increase attack by 141.35. These will stack up to 11, and then the Phoenix Forces will go away. And then it just starts to decrease. Empowered 5 or more Fury buffs. All attacks gain 100% chance to incinerate the opponent, dealing 104.7% energy damage over 6 seconds. This effect also removes perfect block chance and reduces block proficiency by 50% while it's active. So that's really the key point where you want to start going in as heavily as you possibly can with as much attack as you possibly can. Heavy attacks gain 100% chance to armor break, reducing armor rating by 666.67 for 10 seconds whenever you're over 5. So, I mean, technically you could just do parry block, heavy attack, which is what you're going to do to start the fight off to begin with. And then you've got an armor break. And it's going to do a pretty decent amount of damage as well. Overload. This is what I was talking about, where it goes up to 11. 11 Fury buffs. On entering Overload, all Phoenix Force charges are immediately consumed, and the Phoenix begins to consume Fury buffs periodically. All attacks have a 25% chance to stun incinerated targets. Offensive and defensive power gain is reduced by 80%. On reaching 0 Fury charges, the Phoenix stops overloading and generates 1 Phoenix Force charge. So, I mean, it's going to happen. You're going to get to that point in the fight. It's going to happen, but you can get back to where you were before. Heavy attacks, 100% chance to gain a Phoenix Force buff. That's exactly what you want to do at the beginning of a fight. Special attack 1, gain 10% power for each Phoenix Force charge, consuming all but one of them. Consumes up to 1 Fury buff, increasing special damage by 10% per Fury consumed. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not a huge fan of going in and just using a special one. It does, like I said, 10% power for each Phoenix Force charge consumed. It does give you some power back, but I just don't like it. I don't like using it. I prefer Special 2 attack, because at that point in time you're only going to have 2 Phoenix Force charges on you if you just parry heavy attack once, and by the time you get to your Special 2 attack, you should be pretty close to your overcharge, and all the stuff will just start to go away. Bam, hit a Special 2, you're going to gain 3 additional stacks of Phoenix Force, and it's going to keep your Fury buffs continuing to go, and it's going to be able to allow you to continue to incinerate the crap out of the character you're going up against. Consumes up to 4 Fury buffs, increasing special damage by 10% per Fury consumed. So you're already stacked and loaded by the time the next L2 comes around. Special Attack 3. This attack consumes all of the Phoenix Fury buffs, granting up to a 240% damage bonus based on the number of Fury buffs consumed. If you get to that point and you got a lot of Fury buffs up, you're going to want to hit an L3. But for the long game, I enjoy just doing the initial first start, heavy parry, heavy attack, get the Phoenix charge, let it start building up your Fury slowly. It'll do it slowly. You can see from the video footage that I'm playing in the background that it does it slow. Does it very slowly, gets you where you want to be, gives you enough time to build up to the L2, pop it right as you overcharge, bam, you're right back in the game again with, sorry I didn't mean the screen to flip on me there, but you're right back in the game with more Fury buffs. I love Phoenix. Once I actually learned how to use her, she is a very, very, very heavy hitter, and hopefully this proves to you that she's decently good on offense. But that's going to be it for this episode of Hidden Gems. Hopefully this one is as good as Civil Warrior for you guys. And I am going to be taking a closer look and inspecting Venompool for possibly doing one down the road, because like I said, I know a lot of you guys in the comment section said Venompool. But this is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider leaving a sub on it. If you do, remember to hit that bell notification button so that you get notifications every single time I go live. Or follow me on Twitter. It's definitely a lot more reliable, or at least from what I've seen, a lot more reliable for notifications. As always, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.